A fish is any member of a paraphyletic group of organisms that consist of all gill-bearing aquatic craniate animals that lack limbs with digits. Included in this definition are the living hagfish, lampreys, and cartilaginous and bony fish, as well as various extinct related groups. Most fish are ectothermic, allowing their body temperatures to vary as ambient temperatures change, though some of the large active swimmers like white shark and tuna can hold a higher core temperature. Fish are abundant in most bodies of water. They can be found in nearly all aquatic environments, from high mountain streams to the abyssal and even hadal depths of the deepest oceans. With 33,100 described species, fish exhibit greater species diversity than any other group of vertebrates. Fish are an important resource for humans worldwide, especially as food. Commercial and subsistence fishers hunt fish in wild fisheries or farm them in ponds or in cages in the ocean. They are also caught by recreational fishers, kept as pets, raised by fish keepers, and exhibited in public aquaria. Fish have had a role in culture through the ages, serving as deities, religious symbols, and as the subjects of art, books and movies. Because the term fish is defined negatively, and excludes the tetrapods which descend from within the same ancestry, it is paraphyletic, and is not considered a proper grouping in systematic biology. The traditional term Pisces is considered a typological, but not a phylogenetic classification. The earliest organisms that can be classified as fish were soft-bodied chordates that first appeared during the Cambrian period. Although they lacked a true spine, they possess notochords, which allowed them to be more agile than their invertebrate counterparts. Fish would continue to evolve through the Paleozoic era, diversifying into a wide variety of forms. Many fish of the Paleozoic developed external armor that protected them from predators. The first fish with jaws appeared in the Silurian period, after which many became formidable marine predators rather than just the prey of arthropods. Evolution. Fish do not represent a monophyletic group, and therefore the evolution of fish is not studied as a single event. Early fish from the fossil record are represented by a group of small, jawless, armored fish known as ostracoderms. Jawless fish lineages are mostly extinct. An extant clade, the lampreys may approximate ancient pre-jawed fish. The first jaws are found in placodermy fossils. The diversity of jawed vertebrates may indicate the evolutionary advantage of a jawed mouth. It is unclear if the advantage of a hinged jaw is greater biting force, improved respiration, or a combination of factors. Fish may have evolved from a creature similar to a coral-like sea squirt, whose larvae resemble primitive fish in important ways. The first ancestors of fish may have kept the larval form into adulthood, although perhaps the reverse is the case. Taxonomy. Fish are a paraphyletic group. That is, any clade containing all fish also contains the tetrapods, which are not fish. For this reason, groups such as the class Pisces, seen in older reference works, are no longer used in formal classifications. Traditional classification divide fish into three extant classes, and with extinct forms sometimes classified within the tree, sometimes as their own classes. Class Agnatha, subclass Cyclostomata, subclass Ostracodermi, class Chondrichthyes, subclass Elasmobranchi, subclass Holocephaly, class Placodermi, class Acanthidae, class Osteichthyes, subclass Actinopterygii, subclass Sarcopterygii. The above scheme is the one most commonly encountered in non-specialist and general works. Many of the above groups are paraphyletic, in that they have given rise to successive groups. Agnathans are ancestral to Chondrichthyes, who again have given rise to Acanthidans, the ancestors of Osteichthyes. With the arrival of phylogenetic nomenclature, the fishes has been split up into a more detailed scheme, with the following major groups: Class Myxinae, Class Pterospidomorpha, class Thelodonta, class Anispider, class Petromyzontida or Hyperortia Petromyzontidae, class Conodonta, class Cephalaspida Morphigaliaspida Pituriaspida Osteostraci, Infraphylum Gnathostomata, class Placodermi, class Chondrichthyes, class Acanthidae, superclass Osteochthyes, class Actinopterygii, subclass Chondrostae, order Acipenseriformes, order Polypteriformes, subclass Neopterygii, infraclass Holosae, infraclass Teleosae, class Sarcopterygii, subclass Actinistia, subclass Dipnoi, indicates extinct taxon. Some paleontologists contend that because Conodonta are chordates, they are primitive fish. For a fuller treatment of this taxonomy, see the vertebrate article. The position of hagfish in the phylum Chordata is not settled. Phylogenetic research in 1998 and 1999 supported the idea that the hagfish and the lampreys form a natural group, the Cyclostomata, that is a sister group of the Gnathostomata. The various fish groups account for more than half of vertebrate species. There are almost 28,000 known extant species, of which almost 27,000 are bony fish, with 970 sharks, rays, and chimeras, and about 108 hagfish and lampreys. A third of these species fall within the 9 largest families, from largest to smallest. These families are Cyprinidae, Gobiidae, Cycladidae, Charicidae, Loricariidae, Balatoridae, Serranidae, Labridae, and Scorpenidae. About 64 families are monotypic, containing only one species. The final total of extant species may grow to exceed 32,500. Diversity. Unlike groupings such as birds or mammals, fish are not a single clade but a paraphyletic collection of taxa, including hagfishes, lampreys, sharks and rays, ray-finned fish, coelacanths, and lungfish. Indeed, lungfish and coelacanths are closer relatives of tetrapods and of other fish such as ray-finned fish or sharks. So the last common ancestor of all fish is also an ancestor to tetrapods. As paraphyletic groups are no longer recognized in modern systematic biology, the use of the term fish as a biological group must be avoided. Many types of aquatic animals commonly referred to as fish are not fish in the sense given above. Examples include shellfish, cuttlefish, starfish, crayfish and jellyfish. In earlier times, even biologists did not make a distinction. 16th century natural historians classified also seals, whales, amphibians, crocodiles, even hippopotamuses, as well as a host of aquatic invertebrates, as fish. However, according to the definition above, all mammals, including cetaceans like whales and dolphins, are not fish. In some contexts, especially in aquaculture, the true fish are referred to as finfish to distinguish them from these other animals. A typical fish is ectothermic, has a streamlined body for rapid swimming, extracts oxygen from water using gills or uses an accessory breathing organ to breathe atmospheric oxygen, has 2 sets of paired fins, usually 1 or 2 dorsal fins, an anal fin, and a tail fin, has jaws, has skin that is usually covered with scales, and lays eggs. Each criterion has exceptions. Tuna, swordfish, and some species of sharks show some warm-blooded adaptations. They can heat their bodies significantly above ambient water temperature. Streamlining and swimming performance varies from fish such as tuna, salmon, and jacks that can cover 10 to 20 body lengths per second to species such as eels and rays that swim no more than 0.5 body lengths per second. Many groups of freshwater fish extract oxygen from the air as well as from the water using a variety of different structures. Lungfish have paired lungs similar to those of tetrapods. Gouramis have a structure called the labyrinth organ that performs a similar function, while many catfish, such as Corydoras, extract oxygen via the intestine or stomach. Body shape and the arrangement of the fins is highly variable, covering such seemingly unfish-like forms as seahorses, pufferfish, anglerfish, and gulpers. Similarly, the surface of the skin may be naked, or covered with scales of a variety of different types usually defined as placoid, cosmoid, gonoid, cycloid, and conoid. There are even fish that live mostly on land. Mudskippers feed and interact with one another on mudflats and go underwater to hide in their burrows. The catfish Phreatopus cisternarum lives in underground, phreatic habitats, and a relative lives in waterlogged leaf litter. Fish range in size from the huge 16-meter whale shark to the tiny 8-millimeter stout infant fish. Fish species diversity is roughly divided equally between marine and freshwater ecosystems. Coral reefs in the Indo-Pacific constitute the center of diversity for marine fishes. More than 5,600 fish species inhabit neotropical freshwaters alone, such that neotropical fishes represent about 10% of all vertebrate species on the Earth. Exceptionally rich sites in the Amazon basin, such as Canteo State Park, can contain more freshwater fish species than occur in all of Europe.